It's just one of those days, feeling like a freight train. First one to complain, leaves with the bloodstain. Damn right, I'm a maniac. You better shoot, cause I'm fucking up your program. And if you're stuck up, you just locked up. Next in line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just,
I'm losing my cool.
it's all about the happy days. It's just one of those happy days. It's just one of those days. The weekend comes, let's cycle runs, ready to rescue you. These days, I feel like shit. My suggestion is keep your distance. 'Cause right now I'm dangerous. Right now I'm dangerous.
Something's happening to the bonds.
If my day keeps going this way and this way,
I'm gonna pop you one so you'll stop playing games.
give me something great. Give me something great. I hope you know I'm like a chainsaw. A chainsaw. A motherfucking chainsaw.
What?
Oh, did we resize that?
Welcome to the Kino Casino, May 7th, 2026. Holy folks,
The sweep
what we
of the
witnessed
century.
last night is the sweep of the century. Finally, Janny Gator has met his equal to wield the golden broomstick. Had I have watched and clipped this stream with Chrissy Mayer and Melanie Mack before the promo today, the entire promo would have been Chrissy Mayer to hell. This bitch is the most disingenuous, bad faith janitor. I see nothing. I know nothing. I hear nothing.
It's so
I don't
obvious
know
she
anything.
sees.
It's obvious. This has been trending for a month straight. Every day on Twitter, every content creator in her space. Let's not forget, she's a panelist on Friday Night Tights.
Yeah.
Every single member of the Friday Night Tights panel has come out against Jeremy Hambly. So there's no way she's ignorant to this. It was shameful what I just witnessed in the past few hours, clipping up that stream. She wouldn't even let Melanie Mack answer the questions. For somebody who apparently knew nothing about what was going on, she was super eager to jump in front of the bullets, jump in front of the slings and arrows for Melanie Mack, and bail her out of every tight spot, every tough question, every super chat, as her entire chat was calling her out for being a fraud and a lying, phony sack of some free speech warrior we're dealing with here, folks. Oh, I'm a comedian. I'm a truth teller. I'm edgy. I'm canceled.
By the way,
Shut the up. And we all know why.
Yeah.
The answer
Yeah, it's
lies
in
in
the
the very description of the live stream, every video. Her top sponsor, you want to take a wild guess who Chrissy Mayer, who steals Christmas presents from children's top sponsor is? Coffee Brand Coffee, folks. And she sat up there and she just was like holding the Bible high and high as she lied and lied. Using this Catholic, she became Catholic yesterday. She's Catholic. She's Christian. She has this brand new fancy Bible that's never been opened a single time. The pages aren't weathered at all. Brand new. And she's telling us about the Bible. She's telling us about Christianity. And then tonight, do you know what Chrissy Mayer is doing with her platform? She's bringing on a star. And not just any star, but a star that does BBC interracial cuckold and female to male transgender threesomes. This is our innocent child of God, Chrissy Mayer, who now is locking it down, making it subscribers only in her chat with a waiting period because she doesn't want anybody to question any of this. And
All right.
I'm just getting sick and tired of these people insulting our intelligence and pretending like nobody has seen what we've all seen. June the King's documentary in one day is over 300,000 views.
380. By the way, Kitty with 100
subs.
Sorry, I wanted to squeeze that.
We
Thank you.
all know what the truth is. You won't gaslight us. But like they pretend that the DMs between Melanie Mack and Stuttering Craig don't exist. Melanie's, I don't know what the oranges are. In the DMs with Craig directly, he told you about the stolen shorts that Jer is doing. And he linked you to his content, but you're going to sit there and tell us how Christian you are and how righteous you are. Will you tell verifiable lies about Stuttering Craig? And then you pretend, I don't monitor what anybody else does. I stay in my lane. Well, that wasn't the case when you were in Craig's DMs talking about Smash JT and how he shouldn't be platformed, you dirty snake hag bitch. I'm so sick of this shit. And it's like they believe, by the way, that they have the high ground in terms of platform and viewership where they can gatekeep everything. They can silo everything. They're the people who decide who gets put on. They're the people who decide who gets platform. They're the people who get to decide what the truth is because they're the anointed, conservative, truth seekers. And they tried to say last night that all of us are woke leftists. This is the level of gaslighting that we're on, where Andy Ray Swarsky and PPP, who baked swastika cookies, are woke leftists. I will not you. This is outrageous sweeping.
Like, look,
It's
if you're going to call
beyond-
us or liars, that's like one type of angle. But
Fuck
the same
off.
woke leftist, we are edgier than your conservative show. First of all, we say
You guys aren't
crazier.
I'm sorry. When you platform cuckold stars and suckers who eat male to female fake neo on Hub, and it's there for anybody to see when they Google search your guest as one of the first results, don't come at me about Jesus. Shut the up. Leave the Lord's name out of your mouth. Stop it. This is ridiculous. I've had enough. I've had enough of this. They piss on our hands and tell us that it's raining. They tell us there's nothing to see here. Jeremy did no wrong. It's all lies. When asked for a specific lie that was told about Jeremy Hambly, Melanie Mack couldn't do it. Because she knows that there are no lies involved in this, that the truth is against them, and they won't engage in any way. And we know from behind the scenes what went on now with Brittany Venti last night, where Brittany Venti was demanding to go on. She was calling Chrissy Mayer, texting Chrissy Mayer, and this wouldn't put her on and pretended like she didn't see the messages in order to protect Melanie Mack and Jeremy Hambly because she's bought and paid for.
But
and
she's
the only
clearly
people,
looking at her phone, by the way. She's looking
people,
down.
By the way, the only people, by the way, who are on this poopy pants side are people who are paid. That's it. It's all paid shills. Hannah Claire Brimelow, paid shill. Melanie Mack, paid shill. Chrissy Mayer, paid shill. They're all on the payroll, and it's transparent what's going on, and I've had enough. I've had it up to here. It's Chrissy, it's on. It's on, bitch. I know what you're doing. And then she gets on here today. Oh, can somebody tell me what the oranges are? 1 million in chat last night told Chrissy Mayer what the the oranges are. What are we doing?
Content. And by the way, Chrissy, how the are you a comedian who works for Anthony Cumia, who was fired from Sirius XM and made a huge deal and created his own company that you worked for to prevent cancellations, now supporting us being canceled by a conservative? Seriously.
Well, now, Chrissy has delayed her live stream by an hour. And Jeremy Hambly
Bullshit.
has gone live as well to try and divide. Well, he's trying to take the heat off Chrissy Mayer. It's obvious. It's obvious what's happening. The collusion, the open conspiracy of it all is completely insane. No one will honestly address this. Hannah Claire won't talk about it. Melanie won't honestly talk about it. Jeremy won't honestly engage and talk about it. He talks a big game on Twitter while he's drunk. I'm going to debate Kino Casino. I'm going to debate Yellow Flash. I'll debate Bearing. I'll debate all these guys. And then when it's scheduled, when push comes to shove, this bitch is the out because he's a cuckold who watches his wife get by a Jew bull in the corner.
Yeah.
And that's the truth about it. Adam Sellers, his wife, and he's upset that people know the truth, that he poops his pants, that he's a cuckold, that he's a flagger, that he's a soy-filled little bitch, and he won't actually engage on the substance of any of this. Melanie Mack is on there pretending that the controversy, how she originally tried to deflect this, is insane.
I can't wait to watch this.
She said that the reason why people are going after Jeremy is because he doesn't play video games with puzzles in them. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
that's what she tried to pretend the whole controversy
fuck
was.
You, Mel, we're going after Melanie Mack as much as Jer now. By the way,
I'm not kidding.
We're going after Melanie Mack as much as Jer. Oh, and Hannah Claire can go, like, after what her family went through, we were not only struck down on YouTube, he called his manager, got 2 channels removed, and now it's okay.
Well,
and a few weeks go by,
Andy,
and now
you're gonna be pissed.
I'm already so pissed.
Chrissy Mayer pretended she didn't know who you are. You know?
Are you?
She was like, Warska? Like she didn't know what your name was. Like she didn't know what Kino Casino. You know, you've been on her show. You've been on her show how many times?
And we had Ralph, who's on Ralph's show, all this. All right, Chrissy, you bitch. You.
Holy
you.
Buddy.
We've talked like 6 times. Maybe she doesn't remember me. Fair enough. Was she a fucking drug-addled dumb whore? Is that
well, what it comes down to is she's upset that we pressed her when she was sweeping for Rekieta, which she was sweeping for Rekieta. All of these people do this because it's a sinister cabal. It's a shadowy grifter cabal of people who are untalented.
Red Bar was right. Red Bar was right about Chrissy Mayer. He was right. She stole presents. She acts like all innocent, but she supports, like, she'll backstab anyone. She will go to the lowest levels to anyone for her side.
She'll do anything for a $1. She'll defend anything. If she thinks there's an opportunity to a crumb of clout out of somebody's or a single nickel or dime, she'll be down in her hands and knees scrubbing and until the cows come home. That's what that is all about. And we know that from the Rekieta saga, where she thought there was still all of this money and all of these viewers being associated with Nick Rekieta, and it would all blow over. And if we just sweep it enough and we just defend it and deflect and pretend we don't know what's going on, it'll make it so Rekieta's daughter didn't test for cocaine, that he wasn't arrested with 26 grams, that he didn't engage in polycule activity where he allowed Aaron Imholt to his wife and they ate each other's and played naked Twister together and all this greasy. She's like, if I can make it out the other side, I can make a few dollars off of Nicholas Rekieta, until it became too big to sweep. Yeah. And then she had nothing to do with him. And it's the exact same situation here, where Quartering has bankrolled her for years. Quartering has been her biggest financial supporter and backer for years. God only knows how much he simped for Chrissy Mayer and Chrissy Mayer's House of Harlots, because this is what Chrissy Mayer does. You know, in a similar way to how Jeremy Hambly is not the Jeffrey Epstein, but the Harvey Weinstein.
Well, you
the
never
Harvey
know.
Weinstein of the right. To go back to Epstein, the sort of person Chrissy Mayer is like a Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
Where she gathers in all of these to get grifted and passed around the right-wing scene. That's what this dirty does. She gathers all of these women, she distributes them around to the right-wing grifters like Hambly. She forgives their sins, being stars, and engaging in BBC cuckold, engaging in trans threesomes, and she tells us all on the conservative right that we have to worship this simp for this give money to these
Religious, by the way, now. She's
you're
brand
not,
new, freshly
you're
religious.
not going to tell me that you're the real Christian and you're the real conservative when your entire business model is pimping out stars who engage in the most disgusting degeneracy known to man. One night, you have Bible time with Melanie Mack, where we're all being told about the righteousness of Jesus and the blood of the Lamb and traditional values and cooking and cleaning for your man. And then the next night, it's some blown out roasty star that's doing cuckold scenes and
it's her
suck
show.
the black.
Her show's called, is it the Wet Spot or something? She has a show where she interviews stars, and Melanie Mack goes after us saying we're not Christian or whatever, we're not religious, yet goes on a show where the host has a show called The Wet Spot that's about having the dirtiest, by the way, not like OnlyFans models. I'm talking about like gang banged by blacks. Like the worst version of porn.
All I had to do was Google this person's name, Nikki Huntsman.
I don't want to.
And what came up was shocking. But it's not really a shock. It's not really a surprise, since Scarlett Hampton also came from Chrissy's Academy of but she wasn't good enough. Chrissy said she loves Scarlett, doesn't have a problem with her eating men's asses on camera and drinking piss on camera and all the weird, greasy she filmed, because it's all about women getting their bag and being empowered on the dime of the right wing, whatever. But she was like, she can't follow a simple topic list. Like, yeah, she's a dumb, airheaded bimbo. All of you over there are. And I'm sick and tired of having to pretend like you're the gatekeeper. You're the one who decides who's conservative enough or who's Christian enough.
Yeah, exactly.
You just became Catholic yesterday.
Literally.
And now you're going to tell us that Jeremy Hambly is a righteous Christian warrior for Christ? Well, he's watching on the timeline, inviting bulls into his house that participate in that lifestyle when he's a full-blown alcoholic, perpetual drunkard. We're not just talking about a couple beers on the weekend with your buddies or, once in a while getting blasted.
Head to the bar
this
once
guy,
in a blue moon.
every single night is drunk,
Every
but
day.
he lies to his audience and tells them he quit drinking and then gets caught with the bottle of Fireball whiskey in his hand. But we're the liars. We're the dishonest ones. Jeremy Hambly did no wrong. Chrissy Mayer immediately sides with Jeremy Hambly of the quartering, even though for weeks, honestly, this issue has been settled. The consensus is already here. It's a feeding frenzy on Jeremy Hambly. Everybody is destroying this guy. In the court of public opinion, it's over. But there are still a slimy, greasy few members of a cabal who are willing, in exchange for clout and favors and cash, to defend even the most depraved degeneracy with one hand while holding the Bible high with the other. And they lie and they lie. And I'm sick and tired of this. I'm not going to be lectured about the Bible by stars. It's insane. It's insane.
And this whole thing where we're mean, we're trolls. Like, listen, when the mean trolls are the actual ones who are righteous, right, and not lying, what does that make you? You're below a troll? What the is that? Like, is there even a word for that?
Actually, the truth is, they have no actual audience or viewers. That's why that's why they have to behave in this parasitical, clout chasing fashion where they simply exist off grifting off panels, going on everybody's shows. Oh, I'm on this show, I'm on this panel, contributing all, just being a waste of space, just hoping that some thirsty, desperate, horny simp will come along and go, oh, I'll buy the OF, or oh, I'll throw them a couple bucks and maybe I'll get in the Discord. By the way, they outright admit to this on the show. It was so shameful where Chrissy Mayer introduces Melanie Mack as no longer Miss Melanie Mack, but Mrs. Melanie Mack. And they have this big discussion about Chrissy's like, I'm surprised you went public with this because aren't you worried you're going to lose all of your financial support? And she's like, yeah, I lost a bunch of financial support. Thousands of people unsubscribed.
Shrimp sim, trick sim,
and so that's really what it is. If these women had they would be nowhere. They have no talent. They're not funny. They have nothing intelligent to say, nothing interesting to say, nothing original to say. You never listen to Chrissy Mayer and go, oh, gee, that's a good take. I never heard that one before. Melanie Mack, oh, gee, that's interesting. I didn't hear that before. That was interesting. That was insightful. It never happens. These people are talentless.
Look, even if you're friends with Jer, how hard is it to go, hang on, I heard what Quartering did to these guys, and I think it's terrible. I like Jeremy, and therefore I want to tell him. Like, how hard is it to just go,
people in the super chats were saying that you can disagree with something your friend does and still be friends with them
and talk to your friend behind the scenes and go, listen, you got to fix this. Like you got to figure this out. Like, why do you have to lie for them?
But what they are is they're on the payroll. They're on the payroll.
But wouldn't Jer appreciate them being honest and not like cut their money off and be like, you know what, maybe you're right. Maybe I should.
Because the only reason they exist is to gratify his ego and his cooming antics and his desire to make women uncomfortable and creep on them. And they know what this is. These women have no desire whatsoever to actually make good content that people really want to engage with, or dare I say, go get a real job and work in the real
right.
Instead, when their looks run out, when they crash into the wall, when shit hits the fan, they've overstayed their welcome. They're so desperate to cling on to this clout and this money and this fame that they themselves out to the lowest and most disgusting on the planet, man. They're just leeches. They add no value. Why do you think Chrissy Mayer got booted from the Kumia show as soon as Gavin McInnes took it over?
Wait. What?
Remember?
No, I don't know that story.
They don't add any value. The whole situation shifted from guaranteed. They used to get guaranteed money over there.
Yeah.
And now they only get money now based on like the subscriptions that they actually bring in. And so it all dried up. It all dried up real quick. Gavin McInnes came in and fired each and every one of you talentless, slimy leeches that bring no value to anything.
So Kumia and Gavin merged. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So it's a Compound Media and Censored.tv. It's still censored, right?
People are all
I didn't know about that last part. That's crazy.
Oh, well, eventually, what's going to happen here now? Because she's pissed me off so I'm going to go into all the lore of Chrissy Mayer. I'm going to bring it all back up to the light because her and her sweeping and her shielding. She made her choice last night. I don't believe she was actually legitimately ignorant about any of this.
No, of course not.
And the lies that she told about Brittany Venti just confirm it to me as a fact, where she claims that, I never saw on my phone. She's looking at her phone. She's looking at her phone as Brittany's trying to reach out to her. The entire chat, bring Venti on, bring Venti on, bring Venti on. hundreds of people, and she's just pretending like it's not happening. Super chat after super chat. Bring Venti on. Bring
what? She DM'd me while she was texting a Chrissy and goes, "Hey Andy, look at this proof that I'm messaging her right now." Brittany showed me while that happened live.
I am so tired of this defense where people go, I don't know what's going on. What? What do you mean you don't know what's going on? He got us
banned off of YouTube.
Come on.
He needs to suffer.
Everybody knows what's going on. You're just pretending you don't know what's going on to sweep for Melanie. It's crazy. It really, really is. But we're also going to go over quartering shows from Tuesday and Wednesday. Some of the biggest trains I've ever seen in my entire life, man. In my entire life. This guy's chat was completely taken over and dominated, and he was buck broken, buddy. And last night, we covered some of his crash out from Wednesday. That was about 5 minutes. I have like a half hour of this guy crashing out on his Wednesday show, just completely failing miserably at everything he attempted to do. It was a massive disaster. Also, maybe we'll get to iDubbbz and Phil.
Yeah.
maybe. I doubt it.
By the way, we got here.
The kick stream is under attack. People are having to refresh.
It lagged for a second or something.
Quartering is DDoSing kick.com with his paid bots, guys. We have to fight back with subs to fire up the system to combat Jeremy's DDoS attack, buddy.
Adderall Dependent for 25 subs. Let's go. V4E9S for
25 subs.
True Firepower for 5 subs. Sure Thing Giant Beer for 5 subs. Triforce Tony for a sub. Free Hannah Claire for a yap. Say I can no longer support Hannah Claire. To be free, I'll be attending leadership camp tonight. Thank you so much. TSP cries.
She made her choice. And I'm tired of going easy on these because honestly, they are talentless bums. They provide no entertainment value. They provide no viewership. They draw nothing. They are simply leeches leeching blood out of a simp. And in a way, it's based when it's such a cucked simp as Jer that they steal his money. But what Chrissy Mayer did last night was beyond the pale. It was actually sickening. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I watched it myself. And now I'm pissed. I'm pissed. It was crazy. I've seen
clips, but I haven't seen the whole thing. But we got Jelly King 108 for 25 subs. VLT Goblin for a yap saying, after recent events, I'm starting to think that these women would actually live on Jer's fantasy cult compound if he waved enough money at them. Honestly, at this point, yeah. TSP cries out for a yap saying, bring back the Salem witch trials. Women like Melanie Mack are spawns of Satan. We got
burn the witch. Burn the witch. The witch hunter. On, buddy. You can't hold the Bible in one hand and stars up in the other hand. That's not how this works. At all.
Oh, yeah.
At all.
But we got a Wendy's Baconator for Pack It Up. There was an urban legend that the Red Bull had bull sperm in it. Can Red Bull be Jer's wife's new name? We got TF Cries. Okay, read that one. Jelly King 108 for a yap saying, thank God you're finally going after these. It's been a long time coming. Smite them. These people, seriously. We got Dead Ringer 243.
They've had every chance in the world to repent. There is no longer any defense of ignorance. The whole world knows what's going on. It's bad. I don't know. They're shutting down the transmission.
It's literally perfect on my end. It's perfect on my end. On the,
I've been seeing it buffering in the dashboard. Like,
really?
This show, folks, holy It's been
nightmare.
a struggle
It's been
to
a
get
nightmare.
it to air. We're streaming till 6 in the morning.
And
Then
we're-
I was editing till 9 in the morning. Then I fucking sleep for a bit, wake up,
I was hurting.
edit more.
I was hurting.
you
Yeah,
know,
I
and
edited the
it's-
chat thing, and
It's
I'm dying.
rude. And now we're dealing with buffering and on the
On my
kick
end,
side.
it's looking
I'm telling
perfect
you,
on my end.
Jeremy Hambly is trying to destroy the live stream and shut it down, folks. The gay ops are afoot, or it could be that Kick is held together with gum and toothpicks. I
They
don't
were
fucking know.
like Kick was down on Tuesday for like an hour, by the way. We got Trollkin Gaming for 5 subs, Judge Brimstone for 10 subs, Gator 941 for 5 subs, Low Temp Dabs for 5 subs, Subi Tuesdays for a sub, Reverse Hollow Charmander for 5 subs, CJ the Saiyan for 5 subs, and Render House Real for 2 subs, Kateri Ann for a sub, and Kitty for, is that 50 more? For 50 more subs! 150
Huge
in total.
support from Kitty.
I might have missed a couple. I'm sorry. So sorry if I missed a few of them there. Let's go. How's it now,
Heather's
guys?
Drippy Slit for 5 subs. Muse Cypher for 5. Billy Grease for 5. What's up with Ian says Chrissy is a failed comedian who switched to the podcast grift because she couldn't hack it on stage. This woman is a dollar store Amy Schumer. Let's be real. Amy Schumer has more talent in her pinky finger than Chrissy Mayer has in her entire body. That's just the truth. That's just- That's all this bitch has. It's trash. Busted Fuse for 50 subs.
Go! Let's go. Okay, we're going up and down. We're up and down. For me, it's fully
It's a
green.
roller coaster
No, for me,
ride tonight.
I'll show you my thing. It's 8,000
It's not on your
kbps. It's green, full, no drops, no frame drops for anything. 60 frames per second, holding strong on my OBS. So it's
It's
gotta
on
be,
the platforms end. Jeremy Hambly is going into debt, taking out loans
We're in the
to
front
try
page.
and shut
No, we're on the
down
front
the
page.
live stream. They're trying to shut it down, buddy. Chrissy
Oh,
Mayer
I see the
is
lag.
spooked.
It's lagging on my. Oh my god, that's
Sweep it up, Chrissy. Sweep it up, Chrissy.
all right. All right.
25 minutes. 25 minutes until she's live with this that sucks black.
This is why we don't stream on Thursday. Remember when we stream on Thursday? This always happens. It's like their update night or something. That's crazy, dude. Like John Iron Rod for 10.
For 10 subs.
Again?
Anime fan. Oh my god, it dropped again.
God, it's bad.
Eddie.
Not
Eddie,
now.
help. Eddie.
Look.
Eddie, help.
Look,
Help
Ash.
us, Eddie.
Look at the OBS there. Look at the bottom right.
Yeah.
It's green. Look at the bottom right. 7,000
I see it.
kbps. It's all green.
Maybe Jer really did get a hold of Eddie, and Eddie flipped the switch on our bandwidth, buddy.
What's
Is
going
that-
on, bro?
Holy buddy.
What's going on?
Fix this, Eddie. What the
It's literally I got 1,000 gigs up right now. I just checked my speed test.
And here I am, like, in the middle of this righteous fire and
righteous rap.
condemning these to hell where they belong for grifting off Jesus
say
while
it's doing
grifting off
better.
stars.
F again. No lag, Kate's back.
I think what it ultimately comes down, this is just a sign that we just can't do back-to-back days of shows. You know, it's
I'm
completely
actually-
broken.
Yeah, people are saying I'm actually getting DMs that it's like they watch 10 seconds and then it's down.
It's all
Good
right.
now,
It'll eventually
felted,
it'll
up.
eventually sort itself out. Hopefully.
Everyone refresh. That's we're getting a lot of followers because we're on the front page. Pick.
Well,
They
is
put
the
us-
whole site I think the whole site.
Let me click a random here. Let me click a click of some random guy here. Okay, this guy seems to be going. I don't know.
Some people aren't having issues, but
it froze someone else's video. Just froze for me for a second. Oh my god! Is it because Dana White is on? He only has 1,000 viewers. That's crazy.
Dana White?
It's on some random chick stream for 1,000
There it is.
viewers?
It went down again.
Oh, that's not good.
I don't know. It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
We're literally down right now. No, we're like literally, it's just black.
Oh my god.
They don't see us.
Fuck!
It's gone. Gone. We're gone. Okay. We're back up. It's down.
Well,
it's down. Fully. It's still up on my OBS, by the way. Okay, now we're back up.
I gotta ask if you can still hear me now. Jer goes live in our time slot, and then this just starts to happen. Like, there's some weird going on, isn't there? The whole collusion with Chrissy Mayer, the sweeping that's going on for the sponsorship deal. Now he's live in our time slot mysteriously. We're having technical issues. Nobody can even hear me anyway.
Okay, well, now we're back. Okay, we're down. We're fully down. Going to a message Kick. Here, I'm gonna message Kick while we're here. Message Kick. I'll do the 1 second here.
God damn it.
Let me message them right now. Hang on.
Do we fire it back up again, or is it?
Well, on my end, it's being sent perfect. Hey, our is up and down every second.
Sir, we need to appreciate patience, sir. Live stream broken, sir. Holy shit. Oh my god. Jer. This man.
Okay, hang on there. Okay. I'll be assisting you. Hey.
I just say this, man. I honestly, if people can hear me, I hate the janitors more than I even hate the evil fucks, you know?
Yeah.
Because the janitors are just so pathetic. You know, they just have to come in and defend it, sweep it up. And it's just for nothing. You know, it really is for nothing. It's for the tiniest crumbs of associated clout and money. Like, they sell their souls for nothing at the lowest of rate. It's one thing to sell out for a lot of money or a lot of fame or a big reward, but they literally sell their souls for rock bottom rate. These people, man. Holy shit. What is going on? It's just totally
I'm talking
broken.
to them right now. I'm talking to them right now.
Oh my god.
He got flaked. It's only yours. Is it?
Well, now I think it's working.
Okay. Fuck, we lost like 2,000 viewers. That's so annoying.
Yeah. This is all Chris Pavlovsky's fault. There it goes again. There it goes again.
Well, we can't stream like this. Oh my god, this is gay, dude.
Oh my god.
I'm talking to Kick staff right now.
Unicycleon for 10 subs. The gift says, I can see you, but you're lagging. He says, it's only our stream. He went to Action Man's stream and it's fine. This feels like an organized gay op. Maybe it is.
It's actually,
I really don't know.
It's got to be a glitch. It's got to be a glitch. My internet's 1 gig up right now, so it's obviously not that. I sent them screenshots of my output and all that stuff. Fuck, guys, this sucks. I'm waiting for the response.
It's time to fire up the Kino Casino Backroom YouTube channel stream.
Let's just do a locals.
Everyone must subscribe on locals right now. Well, worst case, apparently Venti will be allowed on the sweepcast on Sunday.
And then we can
to
see
speak
if it changes.
the righteous truth to Chrissy Mayer. Do you think Melanie Mack will show up for that discussion with Venti?
Probably not. Let me see.
I don't think she'll be showing up for it. I think she'll turn tail and run.
Okay.
Went down again. Me.
They're
It's
checking
working
it.
and it's not working.
They're checking it right now. I gotta wait for their response. We might just have to end the show, honestly, dude.
I mean, I guess Thursday. I mean, I don't know.
And tomorrow I got
guys-
like a very
I don't know. You
important
guys
thing I
got a
can't
pretty
miss
good
on-
rant for about 15 minutes. I
Yeah.
had a lot. I
My
had a
girlfriend
lot I
just told
wanted
me
to
it's
say.
over. My
I
girlfriend
had-
just told me it's done.
I had 2 energy drinks for this. My
For
heart
this.
can only take so many energy drinks in my lifetime at this point. What a disaster. What a
This
disaster,
actually
folks.
is- dude.
Jared loves
it's
it.
working, but for how long? Like,
We got McKnight for 5 subs. Well, we'll limp along for a little bit, but, you know, thousands of people are dropping out. You know, it's brutal.
yeah,
Fuck. I know I gave up years of my life for this. You know, today,
Yeah, I know,
you guys don't
right?
even know the pressure I was under today to get everything done on time. I was uploading to the drive still at like 8:40.
Okay,
Like,
it's not working. It's back down.
oh man. Well, you know, Hambly and Chrissy Mayer are going to be live, so you can go check them out and let them know what you think about the whole situation.
I'm sorry, guys. This is
If you can-
crazy.
If you can still
I'm
hear me, I
not
don't know.
going
I
on
want to.
I'm not going
We're not
on Rumble.
going on
I'm not
Rumble.
setting that up. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not
I
gonna
mean, it's still-
learn